Hey team, welcome back for another workout. This workout we're going to be getting in touch with what we're feeling in our bodies. Everything is by choice, so if I make some suggestion that doesn't feel good for you, you just don't do it. If something feels intense or it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel healthy, just cut it short, get rid of it. Yeah, and as we're getting in touch with what we're feeling in our bodies, if at any point we uncover something that feels overwhelming, you don't need to go there if you don't want to go there, so you just make this work for you. Yeah. Okay, we're going to start with a mindfulness scan through the body. You can do this sitting or lying down, eyes open or closed. We're going to start with just bringing a little bit of motion to the whole body. So just give a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a rocking movement all through your body. Just bringing a little bit of blood flow, a little bit of presence. And you can let stillness come to your body and just sink into the spot where you are. Feel the sensation of gravity making your body heavy. Feel how it makes the muscles in your face heavy, the weight of gravity pulling down all the muscles in your face, the muscles in your cheeks, the muscles in your jaw, even the muscles around your eyes, those tiny little muscles, feel them all grow heavy, the muscles in your forehead, in your temple. Everything just drops. Pull gently towards the center of the earth. Feel the muscles around your skull, around your head. Feel them loosen and grow heavy. Feel the muscles in your neck. The gentle downward pull of gravity, everything loosening up and being drawn down. Moving to the muscles in our shoulders. Feel them sink towards the earth. Everything relaxes and gets heavy. Moving down into the arms. Feel your arms sink towards the earth. Into the hands. The hands loosen, open, and are pulled gently towards the center of the earth. Even your fingers. Moving into the chest. Feel the muscles of the chest loosen. Feel the breath move in the chest a little bit more easily. Feel the muscles around the heart loosen, relax, sink towards the earth. Dropping into the belly, feel the muscles in the belly get loose. Feel the breath move into the belly, lifting it up and down. Sinking to the lower back, the muscles in the lower back are drawn to the center of the earth. They're sleepy, they're loose, relaxed, moving into the butt, that sensation of gravity pulling the butt, attaching it to the floor, into the legs grow loose, sink to the floor, traveling down, the knees are loose, relaxed, pulled by gravity, down, now into the feet. The feet are loose, relaxed, all of the little muscles there. Feel the sensation of gravity pulling them down towards the center of the earth, all the way to the toes. Toes are relaxed. And returning to the full body. See if you can hold the full body in your awareness. Feel your whole body grow heavy as gravity acts on your body. Just sink into the place where you are. Now bring a little bit of movement back into the body, just shake it out a little bit. If your eyes are closed, you can open them. Just bring a little bit of wiggly motion to all these different parts of your body. Awesome. Okay, we'll get started with some strengthening movement. And we're going to get started on our back with a bridge, because I love the bridge. So, lying on our backs, feet are underneath the knees, and we're just going to lift the butt, squeeze at the top, and lower back down. And we're going to do that for 1 minute, starting now. So you lift your hips, squeeze the butt at the top, and release. Remember, I'm modeling this move for a minute, but you can stop whenever you want. This does not have to be an intense workout, and it's not really supposed to be. It's supposed to be enjoyable and energizing and rejuvenating and connecting us with what the good feelings that we have in our body, and just a little bit of the good feeling of being alive and present. You can take your attention to your glutes, your butt muscles, which are working pretty hard right now. That's Ziggy, by the way. He's very, very cute. He's wondering why I'm talking to myself. That's a minute, so you can rest. You can rest or come along with me for a little bit of stretching. For our 45 seconds left of stretch, we're going to do a butterfly. So my feet come together. Your feet may or may not, your feet probably come together, but your legs might be further out than mine. All good. And just lean gently forward. Zig! He's a bit of a scaredy. Yes, he is. He's a bit of a scaredy. You can notice your breath. Your breathing might be a little bit elevated just from doing that little bridge movement. And that's 1 minute. So we'll go back on our backs. I have a little bit of a cold, so I think that's why I'm slow moving today. And I'm already a little bit out of breath because of that. We're going to do some dead bug. So we're staying on our back. Our feet come up into about a right angle. Knees are over the hips. And our hands are over our knees. So we're going to extend same leg, same arm. We just hold it out and we bring it back in. And then we switch to the other side. Alright? That's for a minute, starting now. Extend, hold, and bring it back in. Extend, hold, bring it back in. Your extension might be less. That's a way to moderate this move, because there's a lot of ab strengthening happening. So you don't need to bring your arm and your leg all the way down to the floor. If that's not what's best for you right now, you might just go to about there. And that would be perfect. If your muscles already are pretty developed and you want more of a push from this move, you can push down on your knee. And that makes this really hard. You can make it as hard as you want, or as gentle as you want. We're getting a full body stretch and rest. So we've got our minute of rest. You're welcome to follow me for a stretch. I'm just going to lift one leg in the air and grab my leg and just gently pulling my leg in. I'm getting a stretch down the back of the thigh. You might be grabbing your leg here because that's where your flexibility takes you, and that's perfect. Feel the stretch in your body down the back of the leg. I even feel a stretch through the front of my ankle. And just notice where you feel it in your body. And we're going to switch legs. So just kick the other leg up and grab it wherever you reach. And gently, gently pull your leg in towards your chest. And notice where that sensation of a stretch is present in your body. Alright, that's our time. We actually went a little bit over to give an even stretch to both legs. We're going to stay where we are and do a bicycle. So, your hands can be on the ground to stabilize you. One leg, and it's going to be like this, okay? We'll start with knees in. Yeah, knees towards our chest. One leg kicks out and switch. That's it. So it's a bicycle movement as if we're riding a bicycle. And we're going to do that for a minute starting now. So knees towards your chest, kick one leg out and switch. This is plenty of ab action, so if you're working really hard right now, that's normal, that makes sense. If you're not working as hard as you want to, you can lift the shoulders off the ground. You're doing great. Continue with this move for as long as you want to and bow out whenever you want. I'm going to add a little bit even more intensity, so this move really kicks my butt by bringing my elbow to the knee as it comes in. So opposite elbow to the opposite knee. That makes this move really hard. So don't go there if you don't, if it's too hard for you. And that's our time. So we've got a minute to catch our breath and a minute to stretch. I think we'll roll over onto our bellies to give a little bit of a stretch to the abs that just worked. We're going to go into this half cobra. So we're up on our elbows and our neck is lifted, head is lifted, posture is long. And you just hold like that. This brings a stretch through the abs as well as the abs in the back. So I feel a really great stretch in my lower back as well. Remember to keep the posture long, look forward, and notice where you feel this stretch in your body. You can relax your jaw, relax all the little muscles in your face, and relax your butt and your lower back. Give it a little wiggle and sink towards the ground. Take a deep breath and let it out. Sink into this spot, and we'll move on to our next move. And we're going to roll onto our side, and Ziggy's going to join us. And we're going to do a side plank. So the gentler version of this is going to be on the knees. And this side I'm on my elbow. And I'm going to lift my body up, lift the hips. So my weight is resting on my arm and my knees. And you just hold like that. We're going to do that for a minute, starting now. So lift the hips up. Be sure that you are pushing away from the floor with your muscles so you're not sinking into the ground with your joints, but activating all the muscles. So our lats, the muscles on the side underneath the arm, are being activated. And if you want to make this harder, you can go up on your feet. That's difficult. I'm modeling more intense versions sometimes, or showing you, giving you the option, because I want to give myself also some really valuable exercise and strengthening movement. And some of the gentler versions don't quite do that for me. But I hope that it doesn't make you feel pressured to follow along. You just hang out at whatever difficulty level is right for you. You're not in competition with anybody. You're not competing with me. You're not competing with yourself. And rest. So we've got our minute of rest and stretch. We're gonna go do a little bit of a side stretch. So we're into a butterfly sitting position. We're gonna take one arm to the side, and this side that just worked pretty hard on the side plank, we're gonna stretch that over. That's all. And wiggle the neck around. I always have a tight spot in that part of my neck. This also gives me a nice stretch in the neck. That's more a stretch for the neck and the shoulder than the abs. I get more of an ab stretch when my arm is extended. Play around with it and find where your sore spots are, parts of your body that want a little bit more oxygen. And that's our time. So we're gonna do the other side. So, back on our side, I'm up on my elbow and my knees. And for a minute, starting now, you just lift the hips. At the top, you can squeeze your butt muscles, which will make the angle straighter here, so you're not sinking so much. You squeeze your butt and it squares your hips. And you just hang out here, especially if you're kind of shaky wiggly. Don't move on to a more intense version if this is already intense. And if you would like, you are welcome to follow along for going up on our feet. And also remember to stop whenever is best for you. We want you to enjoy this so that you'll be wanting to come back for more, getting more healthy, gentle, strengthening movement into your life and into your routine, getting more in touch with the body, giving the body the gift of movement. And I think all of that is more likely if you're enjoying this and not pushing yourself too hard. And rest. All right. Now we're gonna do that same stretch on the other side. So I'm gonna plant my arm down. You can't really see. Ziggy's in the way. And just extend the other arm over the head. Loosen up the neck as well, so the neck is involved in this stretch too. And you can play around with it. You can take the arm forward a little bit. With gentle, soft movements, we don't want you to pull anything. Just gently moving it around to see where the stretch appears in your body, what calls to your attention. I'm going to give myself that shoulder stretch too. So bring my arm down and feel this stretch through the side of my neck and shoulder. And back to this ab stretch. And that's our time. All right, we're going to lie down again. Ziggy's like, who are you talking to? Yeah, we're gonna lie down. I'm gonna lie down behind Ziggy. I'm gonna be up on my elbow because that's comfortable for me. You can also lie all the way down and rest your head on your arm as a pillow. Yeah, in fact, that might even be more comfortable. Just like this, for me, is comfortable. We're going to lift both of our legs, and we're going to bring our toe to the inside of our knee and extend. We're going to do that for a minute. So lift your legs in the air, bring the toe to the inside of the knee, and extend. You're going to want your front arm, your front hand stabilizing, because we don't want to be rocking around all over the place. If you lift your hand, that's a lot more intense strengthening for the side abs. So most people will probably need to stabilize with their front hand, at least when they're getting started. And maybe always, which would be perfectly fine. We're going to do a little sequence this time, so after this movement, we won't do a stretch or a rest. So do with that information what you will. You might want to stop early to make sure that you get the rest that you need. You have my blessing to do that. I feel this move at the inside of my hip, a lot of places. Okay, so you keep the legs lifted. And what we're going to do this time is bring starting the same, toe to the inside of the knee, kick the leg up and back down. All right, so a big triangle movement. So for a minute starting now. You're still going to want to have your hand stabilizing. And I will invite you to notice what muscles are working in your body right now. What's lighting up from this movement. The last move really got the corner of my hip, just the edge of the hip. This one I feel the inside of the thighs. The bottom leg that's lifted, definitely feel the inside of the thigh the longer we do these moves. And the calf muscles and the ankles and the feet are also working just because they are not clenched. They are word. I'll think of the word later. You probably know what word I'm looking for. The muscles are activated. Okay. We're going to pause that sequence because my muscles are getting tired, so I'm guessing for most folks yours are too. We're going to pause that and give ourselves a stretch. So we're going to have a minute of stretch. This leg, which was on the bottom a moment ago, is pulled in, so the foot is against my inner thigh. And I'm just going to lean forward a little bit towards the center. Okay, so I'm leaning forward, just straight ahead of myself. I'm feeling most of this stretch at the bottom of this leg, but I actually kind of want to stretch my inner thigh over here, so I'm going to move around a little. I'm moving towards my extended leg. Feel a little bit more of a pull over here. I'm going to roll around to the other side. I'm getting it more on the bottom of this leg. There we go. Bring it to a butterfly. Yeah. We'll finish this up with a butterfly because I feel that stretch coming into the inside of this thigh. That's the leg that was on the bottom and got a lot of work just by being lifted off the ground. I'm just leaning forward gently, feeling that stretch move through the inner thigh, the hips, the lower back. All right, and we're gonna flip around, do the other side, same thing. I like this Jane Fonda pose, it's comfy for me, or you can have your head all the way down. Both legs are lifted. You bring your toe to the inside of your knee and lower back down. We'll do that for a minute starting now. Touch and back down. Touch and back down. I'm noticing that my whole body is feeling warm now. We're bringing a lot of exercise in. A lot of muscles are waking up. I'm just noticing again to relax my jaw, relax the muscles in my face, relax my neck. Those aren't the muscles that we're working right now, so I'll just release the tension up there. My attention is also drawn towards my breathing, which is getting a little bit heavier, a little bit deeper as I'm working out my body. Remember to bow out whenever is right for you. Of course, I say that right at the minute mark. And we're going to stay where we are, or you're going to take a break, whatever is best. If you're following me, then for a minute we start the same. Our minute has begun. And then kick the leg up and back down. In towards the inside of the knee, kick the leg up and back down. I definitely feel the inside of my thighs starting to get tired, get a little bit sore. If you are brand new to these moves, you're probably going to feel a bit sore tomorrow, especially if you're doing the full time, the full minute. So don't push yourself too hard. It can be nice to feel a little bit sore the next day, to have that reminder that you strengthened your body, strengthened your muscles, but we don't want to be in pain. You might also feel this in the side abs. This is a lot of side ab strengthening. If you do these moves, these are, that's a minute, so we'll rest. We'll do our stretch actually. I'll finish that thought in a moment. And we're just going to do exactly the same thing we did on the other side. So this time, this is the leg that was on the bottom. It's brought into the inside of my thigh. And I'm just going to lean forward. Ooh, that feels good. I was saying, these moves are the most strengthening action for the abs. I've always been an athlete. I was a runner, played soccer, swimming, biking. I never had cut abs until I started doing these workouts. Anyway, the motivation here is actually not to change your body or the shape of your body or the way that your body looks. It can be fun to see your muscles develop. I definitely enjoy that, but the point of exercise is not to change your body, it's to feel good. And that stretch felt so good for me that I didn't finish in the butterfly stretch. So let's bring that in. Back to the butterfly. Yeah, that feels really good. The inside of this thigh, the leg that was on the bottom. And just lean forward a little bit. Your butterfly might look like this, where your feet are extended out in front of you. That's cool. Every body is different. Alright, for our next move, we're going to go up on our knees, and I'm going to exit the frame a little bit. There's a fist width between my knees. See if I can scoot back a little bit. There. I'll just be out of the frame. Roll your shoulders back, and we're going to make this golfer grip with our hands. So the fingers are curved about halfway in, so they're touching the palms, and the thumb is out. Both of our hands make that position. We're up on our knees, thumbs are pointed forward, and we are going to circle to the front. And I'll time us. I'll stop us a little bit early probably. Circle to the front. Some gentle shoulder circles. This is an excellent posture physical therapy move. I feel it all through my shoulders, bringing a lot of healthy motion and movement. Whoop, whoop, whoop. A little bit of cat dog drama. All good. All good. Unless you're Ziggy, who thinks it's not all good right now. Fofu's pretty much in control, huh, Fof? And by the way, to give you the full experience, I think the dog farted. Smells a little bit like dog fart. Yeah. It's peaceful. Whatever. Weird thing to say. Okay, that was a minute. And we're gonna stay here. We're gonna do the exact same thing, but instead of our thumbs pointing forward, they're gonna turn, point to the back. We're keeping the golfer's grip, and our thumbs are pointed back for a minute starting now. So turn around, thumbs are back, and we do these shoulder circles. And this is just a gentle movement. You can do big circles or small circles. You can play around. Big circles feel more difficult to me. This is not meant to be cardio, so you can do these movements slowly. In fact, sometimes it can be more difficult when you do them slowly because it involves more muscle control. You can bring your attention to your breathing, the sound of your breath, and that's our time. So we can rest. And for our minute of rest, we're going to give ourselves a shoulder rub. Yep. So our minute starts now, sitting however is comfortable for you, like this on my knees because it feels good. And you're just going to take opposite hand to the opposite shoulder and rub your shoulder. Especially I'm getting into the joint because that exercise that we just did is strengthening all those little muscles in the joint. So I felt them get a little bit sore, a little bit tense. So straight into some gentle rehab. You can move it around, find wherever your sore spots are. We're going to do a whole minute on each side. I just decided. I'm finding some sore spots in my neck as well. Kind of inside of my neck, that whole tendon connecting the top of the neck to the shoulder. That area can get tense sometimes. Alright, that's a minute, so we're going to do another minute on the other side. Other hand, other shoulder, and give yourself a massage. Oh yeah. I don't know why we don't do this all the time. I don't know why I don't do this all the time. But it does help me to have the timer going, to commit to rubbing my shoulder for a full minute. It's very, very, very beneficial, very healthy. Explore around this zone, your shoulder and your neck. Find some spots of tension. Send them some love. And that's our time. I know, it went by so quickly. The massages always do. And I'm going to take us to our final stretching movement, which is going to be a front plank. And just so you know, we're hitting pretty much every muscle group in the body. We haven't done a whole lot of arms this time, although that movement that we just did was some shoulders and arms. But we got our hips, we got our ankles, all of our legs, tons of ab action, our butts, and now we're going to get some front abs. So, we're going to go on our bellies, and the gentle version of this will be on your knees. And you're just going to hang out like this for a minute. You can also be down on your elbows. You can try that out too. See if it feels good. I think I'll do down on my elbows. And you're going to hold this for a minute. If you want, you'll hold it for less than a minute if that's better for you. You'll hold it for more than a minute if that's better for you. And you're welcome to follow me up onto the toes if you really want to work it out. That's 0 pressure. Do whatever's best for you. Wherever you're at with your body right now at this moment is exactly where you're meant to be. We're going to want to lift away from the floor with our muscles, so I'm not sinking into my shoulders, but pushing away, which means I'm activating, oh hey, I said we didn't get arms, we're getting arms right now. Just by holding like this is very strengthening. We're also getting lats, which are those muscles to the side. These ones are working pretty hard right now. Oh, I feel myself starting to sweat. Little pricks all over my body, and rest. Awesome, guys. That half cobra felt really good to me, so I'm going to suggest we do that again, since we're already here. I'm going to give us a minute of half cobra. So up on our elbows, head faces forward, posture is tall, so you can imagine a string pulling from the top of your head to the ceiling. Feel the stretch through the front abs that just worked really hard. Feel the stretch through the back. Wiggle your butt a little bit to remind those lower body muscles to relax and sink even further into this position. And I'm actually feeling complete on this stretch, so I'm going to shift into a child's pose. So I'm just going to shift back onto my knees, sink down, I'm going to reach my hands forward, and I'm going to put my head on the floor for a minute, and rest and stretch. I'm going to invite you all to have a little quiet moment with yourself. If that child's pose is a comfy place for you, then you can stay there for a second. You can close your eyes and just bring your attention through your body. Notice whatever you can notice about what you're feeling in your body right now. The temperature of your body, probably a little bit warm. The taste in your mouth. Notice the sensation of your breathing and where your body moves when you breathe in and breathe out. Notice the feeling of the clothes on your skin. Notice the feeling of the floor. See if there's any emotional quality to your experience right now. If you're feeling relaxed, calm, you might be feeling something else. You might be feeling a little bit jittery. I hope you're feeling calm, but anything can happen and anything is allowed. We're just noticing. Alright, we're gonna finish this now. You can stay in that child's pose, or you can sit up, whatever. We're just gonna finish with some deep breaths, so take a deep breath in, and on the out breath, let it out with a sigh. A nice, loud, audible sigh. So breathe in, let it out with a sigh. And last one. Good. You can shake out your body a little bit, and we're finished. We're finished for today. I hope you feel good. I hope this added some peace into your day and some quiet happiness. Thanks for coming. Bye.